avoiding speaking English kills your progress with your English fluency. I totally understand the feeling you might have, even at the thought of having a conversation in English, and that's what makes it so difficult for you to have confidence in speaking English. You're scared that you won't be able to speak English perfectly, or that you might hesitate looking for the next word to use or the next preposition to use, and you might think others will be impatient with you when you take your time to look for the perfect word, or that they might think your English is horrible. You might have had an English class where your teacher was just too strict. They corrected you on every little mistake and punished you sometimes for making mistakes. You might live in a culture like I do in Hungary, the country I grew up in, where people laugh at you for not pronouncing a word correctly or for making a serious grammar mistake, and you don't want to end up like that. But did every fluent English speaker choose to avoid speaking because they were scared of it? I used to be a very shy person who was always afraid of speaking in front of other people. If you want to look at my story that might inspire you as well, you can take a look at these videos here. Isn't it more important to focus on making progress with your English fluency? Because when you're scared of speaking, just the thought of speaking, even in front of a small group of people, freaks you out. Let's be clear, you won't do it. And the harsh truth is, the more you avoid speaking English because you're scared of making mistakes, the bigger that fear will become. Just look at how this strategy has worked out for you so far. Hey English learner, my name is Chubby. I'm an English fluency learning and language anxiety coach. Welcome to my channel, a channel for English learners who want to learn how to make more vocabulary memorable and speak comfortably, confidently, and fluently with the help of listening and spoken interaction. The reason why it's so important for you to build strategies to learn to be confident in speaking English is because if you continue hiding behind your screen, scrolling through social media, looking at grammar rules and studying vocabulary like crazy, jumping from one English course to the other just because you're scared of speaking in front of others, you could stay stuck because you're not doing the only thing that will help you build your English speaking skills. So what did I do to overcome my fear of speaking English? I understand that it is only up to me to learn to manage my emotions, and you can do this too. This is what this whole channel is about. So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe so you can get some new content that will empower you and help you make progress with your English fluency. I accepted two things that have actually transformed the way I look at my confidence in speaking English, and the emphasis is on accepting it. People will judge you anyway. That's what people do. Whether you make a mistake or not, you mispronounce a word or not. So isn't it more important to think about what you think of you? Ask yourself the question, am I the kind of person that I approve of, that I like? And if the answer is yes, what other people think of you, who clearly don't know you better than you, who spent your whole life with yourself, doesn't really matter. So I'm encouraging you to stop thinking that making mistakes should be the reason to avoid speaking. We all make mistakes. I've probably made a few of them in this video too. Making mistakes is actually the result of you not speaking and practicing to speak better. And I'm going to repeat this one more time so you really understand. Making mistakes is the result of you not speaking and practicing to speak better. The second thing I realized was that I'm equal to everyone else who speaks English on this planet. English is the global language, and the way you speak English, with all its flaws, mistakes, mispronunciations, is already good enough. Native speakers aren't better people because they speak better English than you. Everyone is equal, and you can make tiny steps towards building your fluency, accepting yourself and your current English, and realizing that you and only you can do something about it. You are amazing. You are powerful. You've gone through so much in your life, and you have the right to become a fluent, confident global English speaker, just like so many of the students that my business and my content helped to speak English confidently. After hearing this, the decision is yours. Are you going to keep either ignoring that your speaking skills need practicing or continuing to study new expressions and grammar only to realize that you don't remember most of them when you have the occasions to speak English, staying stuck forever because of your avoidance strategy? Or are you going to accept the fact that it is your responsibility to learn to manage your emotions? And just like so many people that my business has helped, you can slowly, gradually build your confidence in speaking English so you can start to see some real progress in your English fluency. If you're ready to learn more about how to manage your fears of speaking English and would like to learn a few strategies on how to speak freely and comfortably, check out the link below, which is an invitation to my masterclass where you will discover the most effective strategies you need to know to gradually break away from staying stuck and in the fear and finally make your next steps towards your fluency and yourself as a fluent and confident global English speaker. And if you'd like to know more about how to build your fluency, whether it's vocabulary, listening, or speaking skills that you need to improve, you could check out some of my other videos where you will see a step-by-step guide on how to build your skills so you could become that fluent speaker who you always want to be. And of course, feel free to reach out either on my other socials or just leave a comment below. And if you felt like this was an inspiring video for you to watch and you'd like other people to get inspired as well, feel free to share the link with someone that you know well who you think would love this video as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope to see you in another one. Take care and stay always immersed in English.